Okay, welcome back. This is an exciting episode because this is episode 16. Like 16 Zoombinis in a group, 16 buildings you can unlock. Well, this seemed significant. Sorry. Well, it's about 10:30 at night. I should probably be in bed. But I made the mistake of drinking coffee a couple hours ago, so we're gonna play Zoombinis instead, and hopefully it will help me to calm down. We'll see how well I can concentrate. But anyway, so I have a choice to make. I can either go to Shelter Rock and get a batch of Zoombinis from there, or I could go back to Zoombini Isle and try to do this batch, which I've never done perfectly yet. So that is a tough conundrum. But I think I'll go to Shelter Rock and get a batch, and then we'll be going along the southern route, which I know I can do without losing anything. So we'll call that the warm-up. So again, I've got more Zoombinis here than I can actually fit. So we'll just have to take the ones we can. I hope at the end of the game I don't have like 3 Zoombinis at each of the base camps, which I have to leave behind because neither of them make a complete batch. But here we go, and let's get going. I'm gonna see if I can do this first bit pretty fast. So again, still only second difficulty level here. You don't say. Okay, so let's get going. So, for fleens, let's try to match them up even before we send them across. So let's look for hair that I only have 2 of, which is not ponytails, it's not hats. It could be these guys. Or the shaggy hair. This flat top here, I've only got 1 of him. I have a lot of girl Zoombinis in this one. So this guy's gonna be one of these. And what else is special? He has a nose that 4 Zoombinis have, which can't be the purple or the yellow, so it has to be the blue one. Alright, and then the next one needs to have a pretty common hair, but also with a blue nose, so it's got to be one of these 2. And it needs to have different feet, so that's this one. There we go. I'm on a roll. Okay, and then the last one needs to have different hair, eyes, nose, and feet from both of them so far. The hairs, there's 5 of them with that hair, so it must be one of the hats. And 2 of them with that nose color. So it could be the green hat. No, because the other green one is also a hat. It could be the yellow hat. There we go!
You did it! You saved them all!
There's nothing like some positive affirmation. Alright, we'll skip through this. We know how it goes. So, again, the first Zoombini you put in is always accepted. And then let's try to find a similar one. Okay, so we know that Zoombinis, the nose and or the feet matter. So let's try this one. Nope. Alright, then you should be okay up here. No. Okay, so they both matter. Nose and feet matter. So knowing that, I can sort the rest of these now. So this has the same feet and nose. This can go here. So we've got propellers on the bottom and blue noses in this column. The green nose can go right here. This can go up here. So again, once you know how they are being grouped, it's a pretty fast puzzle actually. I'm on a roll. Let's see. Wheelie feet, where do you go? Wonder if there are speedrun records for Zoombinis.
Hey, you're...
If so... Sorry, I'll wait. There's like two things talking at once. Would speedruns be to get all the buildings or to get all the Zoombinis through? Because that's a big difference. Alright, Mudball Wall. We don't know what the first one will be, so let's try it. That was not it. So let's try something different. Okay. And then let's try the intersection of those two. What you'd think would be the intersection. I've thrown caution to the wind. Okay, so what have we discovered so far? Let me try the triangle. Okay, so we've got diamonds, circles, triangles, squares, and stars. So red comes before blue. And blue is 2 before purple. That means this one is going to be a purple star. Yep. So then the green is either here or here. We're not sure yet. Let's try a green circle. Okay. So I need 2 more circles, but what colors would they be? Let's see. There needs to be a red and a yellow here. As for right here, it could be red or maybe yellow. There we go. Alright, what have we got? So red, blue, something purple. So it's got to be green, red, blue, yellow, purple. Okay, this should be the last batch. It's almost like Sudoku in a way, where you can't have any repeats across either rows or columns.
Oh, you did it! You saved them all!
Yay! Everyone's so happy. But I have to interrupt their cheering. Got miles to go, Zoombinis. Oh right.
Amazing indeed. Another
Oops,
relaxing
I forgot about that
campsite
one.
ready and waiting for Zoombinis. And they'll need their rest. The
We'll wait. I want to try that
most
properly when he's not
dangerous
talking.
part of the journey is yet to come.
I was trying to click the fire and I completely forgot these rocks do something. I don't think I've done that at all in this playthrough. So let's hear it properly. Come on. But yes, the narrator, he liked his menacing lines so much he says it every time we come here. Anyway, let's go. We got the lion's lair. Here we go. Oh, right. I totally forgot. We're actually on the hardest difficulty for this one. So I actually have to explain these puzzles. No, I completely forgot that was going to happen. Oops. Okay. The Lion's Lair level 4. The stone lion requires a certain order from the Zoombinis before they can pass. To move the lion's paw, the Zoombinis must be grouped together and sorted by 2 attributes, such as nose color and hairstyle. One attribute is primary and tells you the groupings of Zoombinis by family. The second attribute is secondary, tells you the order within the family. For example, you may need to first line Zoombinis up by nose color. Of all the Zoombinis with the same colored nose, you may need to arrange them by hairstyle. Use the information you get from wrong guesses to help you on your next try. For a Gator challenge, there are no symbols on the wall to provide clues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we might have gotten 1 extra pin. I think sometimes there's only 6. But basically, yeah, this turned from a interpreting the symbols to just guessing. Which is tricky because we don't even know what features they're going to be sorting by. So if I put one down, it's almost definitely going to be wrong. But let's see if we can find at least some Zoombinis who are similar. And maybe that will help us. Like, these 2 are the same except for nose color. So let's see what happens with them. Okay. So let's see if I can put this one near the other one. So that actually was very helpful. Because of how far that one moved away, I know now that nose color is the primary grouping. Otherwise, they would have ended up closer together. So it's yellow noses first. Green noses comes near the end, but it can't be the final group because there's not enough of them. As for yellow noses, I only have 1 other. And right now, I'm not sure about like hair, eyes, or even feet where they come into play. So let's see if we can figure out what nose color comes next. So, purple noses might be next. But if they are, then it didn't like that I tried to put this one at the back of the group. But let's assume that it's yellow, then purple, then green, then blue, then red. Nope. Interesting. Okay. So it's yellow. And then this other one has to be a red nose. Because there's no other nose color that I have just 1 of. Okay. Alright, so we've got yellow, red, then purple, but I'm not sure about the order within the purple group. These 2, it looks like hats need to come before this hair, maybe. Or these 2 might have been equally weighed. Like maybe it's the eyes that matter. Let's try this one. So either wide eyes have to go in front or feet have to go in front. Let's assume that it's feet that have to go in front. Oh, nope. So it's the eyes. It's by nose and eyes. Okay. I am quickly running out of guesses. Okay, so first by nose and then by eyes. So sleepy eyes come before sunglasses, and sunglasses come before wide eyes. So for green, sunglasses come before wide eyes. I don't know if there's anything in between them, though. This is where it gets very tricky. No! I should have known that was wrong because I had enough greens. I should have tried it here instead, but oh well. Well, we could better get used to losing people. Alright, the mirror machine is also going to be different. So the mirror machine requires matching reflections to the central crystal before allowing Zoombinis to pass. Zoombinis are sent through 2 at a time. So it is necessary to place filters that will successfully transform both Zoombinis. Place the attribute filters in an order that will transform the Zoomini images and make this possible. You can place up to 3 filters on either side of the center crystal. For example, a filter with shaggy hair will transform the ponytail hair of a Zoomini to shaggy hair. When you're ready, place the correct filters on either side of the central crystal and then click the lever. If the projected images are identical, the Zoomini will pass to the other side. If not, the Zoomini will be knocked back to the shade tree base camp. Some filters display changing attributes and the transformation will vary depending on the image of the Zoomini. For example, a filter with blinking hairstyles will change the hairstyle of Zoomini, but the transformation will be different depending on the original hairstyle of the Zoomini. So, yeah, we're doing 2 at a time. So 2 of them are lined up on this side. So what's going to happen when I throw the switch, it'll compare this image with this image. But after that one goes through, it will immediately bring up the next 2 without me getting a chance to stop or change anything. And then it will compare those 2, but using the same set of filters. But they won't be exactly the same filters because we have these changing attribute things. Which is tricky because I don't necessarily know how, for example, a changing hair thing is going to react to the tuft hair. I won't be able to test that. So these 2 both have yellow noses, and they both need to turn into blue noses. So I can either put the blue thing here, or add the yellow thing to the other side. So let's see if I did this. No, actually, let's do it this way. So this will turn both of them to wide eyes with yellow noses. And then they will have wide eyes with yellow noses here. The one thing that won't match will be the hair. So there's a couple ways to do this. I can either use a static filter to just make it so that both Zoombinis will have the same hair. Or so all the Zoombinis have the same hair. Or I could try using a changing one. So let's say I did this and then this. So we're going to have the same Zoomini both times, basically. So this could actually potentially be the fastest version of this puzzle. But we'll see. It'd be funny if I only lost some on the lion's lair and not in any of the others. Alright, so... and I wonder, like, the ones that it picks... these are Zoombinis from my group, obviously, but I wonder if it tries to pick ones that have some features in common already, like these did, or if it's completely random. Or whatever. But we'll see. So I need to change the feet. Both of these need to have... their feet changed. Everyone has red noses, which is fine. Their eyes need to change. And then the hair needs to change. No, wait, it doesn't, because the second group both will have ponytails, so... And this should be okay, because even though this filter is based on the original feet, both of these have the same feet, so it'll stay roller skates the second time. So there's just a little bit of extra planning involved with this. Okay, so we need eyes and hair. So I could do this, which would easily change it to match. But then the hair wouldn't work anymore. So I think that's sort of a trap. I need to find... What do I need? If I could get the sleepy eyes on both sides. This is a ponytail, though. I'm never going to be able to match that up with both of them. So I need... maybe... Wait a second. So much for this being fast. Wait, did I have it? I thought for a second I had it, but it was not the case. Let's try it on this side. Okay, that feels very roundabout. But that should work. I feel like there was a more elegant solution, but oh well. You have to be careful not to accidentally click this lever twice in a row. Let's see. Feet, eyes, and hair I'll need to change. This is the only foot one, so this has to go here. And for the eyes... Again, you just sort of have to test some of these because you don't know what's gonna happen. I think that's right. Oh, right. We need feet, nose, and then hair for the second one. What do we need for feet? And this is going to be tricky because they have two different colored noses, so... I use this. It will force both of them to have a purple nose. And then this one will also have a purple nose. But then I need to make sure they have roller skates. Then I need some way to force the one on the left to have ponytail hair. Or force them to both have the same hair somehow. Like this? I think that's it. I used pretty much every filter there was. Alright, I need a green nose. Or, let's see. The only thing I don't need to change is feet. Now using the changing hairstyle one is going to be kind of risky. And nose I need. Like this. So I just have to trust that when this one switches, the hair will change such that it ends up as a ponytail instead. Which it did. And again, I don't remember if that's always the same, but... Alright, I lost some Zoombinis, so it was faster.
You've done exceptionally well.
Thank you.
My, that was a mind bender. But onward.
I probably should have been listening for potential message changes, but oh well. So here's Bubble Wonder Abyss. Some might say the hardest puzzle, and we are at the hardest difficulty. The Zoombinis are seeking way across Bubble Wonder Abyss. Directional arrows of Zoombini features tell you the direction the Zoombini will move in. For example, the Zoombinis will move the direction of the white arrow is pointing. If a square displays an arrow with a symbol of Zoomini features, such as red nose, any Zoomini matching that feature will travel in the direction of the arrow. Those that do not match continue in their original direction. Be aware that some arrows change direction once the Zoomini is passed over. Also notice that colored arrows will change when the Zoomini passes over a colored grid and triggers it. Plan ahead and sort the Zoominis before sending them on their way. The order is important. So, they didn't actually explain the new feature for this difficulty. Which is these sort of sparkly squares right here. But I did watch another person play Zoombinis a while back. So from what I remember, these sparkly areas will trap Zoombinis that are in them. So any Zoomini that goes into one will get stuck. It's like a one-man holding spot. And then if another Zoombini comes along from any direction, it will bump that one out of the way. Then I'm not sure if the bump Zoomini will then continue like in the same direction of the force, or if it will go in the direction that it was originally going to go in. But then the new Zoomini gets trapped. And the only way to get the final Zoomini out would be to hit the colored grids which will turn these off. And then I guess they'll just keep going the way they were going to go originally. That's what I remember. We also have these white arrows that will swap between 3 places, which I don't remember if they'll do clockwise or what direction that will be. Like this one looks like it's not even on at the moment. That could be the purple arrow there that I'm seeing, though. So, yeah, we're really going to need to sort Zoombinis. We also have the 2 arrows back again and a special holding platform for some of them to wait. So this is going to get fun. So let's see what would happen just as I have off. This is testing this Zoomini going through there. Not actually, just pretending. So they'll go up here. They'll hit this. Hitting this will make this yellow arrow switch direction. This one will switch direction. And there's no yellow sparkly square, so no big deal. So then the Zoomini will go up here, and then because they don't have shaggy hair, they will die. So I cannot send this one through like that. What about this Zoomini? So they'll go this way. And then they'll hit this. They'll go here. And then they'll wait. And then if I immediately send them off again, they'll get sucked in and die. So that's not great. And I don't see how them having any other features would really help. Like, if they have roller wheels, they'll get sucked in. If they don't, they'll go this way. And then they'll just die. So I need to find a way to switch things. So I need to send someone through here, but they need to have shaggy hair or else they will die. And I only have one shaggy-haired person, so this is actually going to be really easy. So he will flip that yellow switch, which will help out some of my other Zoombinis. Of course, he'll get stuck, and unfortunately we'll have that sound for the entirety of the time while he is stuck. So I could send another Zoomini this way, but I don't have any more shaggy-haired ones. So they would just all die, so that won't help anything. But now I could send a Zoomini this way, right? Did they give me an impossible puzzle, or did I just play that really badly? I think I might have played that badly. Yeah, so if I sent any Zoomini through at all now, they would die. So I think what I was supposed to do, I was supposed to send them all here, and then they could rest on the safe spot. Right here. Then send him through, and then I could start sending them up, and then they would go through this up arrow. But right now, if I sent any of them through at all, well, you can see what will happen. And unfortunately, that's going to happen to all of them. I mean, I could try sending one of them up. And they'll all die. So, I could send through all of my Zoombinis, and just watch them get sucked up one by one into these black pits. But rather than do that, let's just lose them. So that's the first time I've ever been forced to completely abandon a path, which is pretty crazy. On the plus side, that was a very interesting outcome, and certainly not something that's happened before. So let's go back to Zoombini Isle and see if I can do this first route, if it seems any easier in comparison. So we have 4 who got left behind last time. It's always the allergic cliffs, not the other ones. The stone cold caves are harder than the allergic cliffs, I think, but you get more guesses. And then the pizza one, as long as you know what you're doing, you can use pretty much the same strategy every time. Okay, so let's go. Go, little Zoombinis, don't trip. I think the flying ones have an advantage on this path. And here we are again. So, I was thinking, after last time of going through this path and losing them, I was thinking, like, what is the best possible way to do this? And I think I'm going to try this and write down notes. But I think what I need to do, at least for the first couple guesses, is try as many different features as possible. Like, try Zoombinis that have nothing in common. So what would be a Zoomini? I guess I could easily find 2 Zoombinis that don't have much in common. Okay, so let's find someone who's completely different from that, like this one. Alright, and then let me try one that has stuff in between them. I'm writing down notes. 'Cause I don't just want to get them through. I want to actually figure out how this puzzle works. Which I could probably look up, but what's the fun in that? Okay, so, we have determined that the one on top seems to like certain things, and the one on the bottom likes certain things. So maybe we haven't determined all that much. But the one on the top seems to like yellow noses and ponytails, so maybe you would like this one. Okay. So it could be one of the, I think it's 3, yep. And they have to be 3 different features, which actually helps. So the one on top, maybe yellow noses is one of the things it likes. Or maybe it likes sunglasses and ponytails. If that's the case, let's try this one. Now this one had a blue nose. So maybe for the bottom one, blue noses are one of the things it accepts. Oops. Okay, now the question is, do we have enough information at this point? So there are blue noses on both sides. Which means that neither of them requires a blue nose. There's also ponytails on both sides, and springs and roller skates and propellers on both sides. So I know that the required feature, the thing that one of them needs them to have, because the way it works is one of them will be allergic to 3 traits, the other will require Zoombinis to have one of those 3 traits. So neither of them is allergic to propellers, for instance. So neither of them requires propellers. So required and allergic, it's always going to be the same traits. So now I know what they're not. Is not, let's see, blue nose, shaggy hair, Ponytail. Spring. Propeller. Or roller skates. Or the Cyclops eye. Writing down more notes. So there's 4 traits that could potentially be the features. One of them is sunglasses. Unfortunately, I don't have any more sunglasses, so I can't test that. So I don't know. Wide eyes could be one. Or hats could be one, but I don't have any more hats. Let's try this one. So he has sleepy eyes, and so far that's only on one side. He's also the only one so far to have the purple nose. But these two have tuft hair and nothing else in common. So it's possible that all tuft hairs have to go up here. Let's try this one. So that, I'm feeling a little more confident about that. So it's really about levels of confidence. So I think all the tuft hair and all the sunglasses probably have to go on top. As for what else has to go on top, I'm not sure. Let's try the last tuft hair. Okay, so wide eyes is not one of the traits, so I'll cross that out. So everything so far up here has either the tuft hair or the sunglasses, but what does this one have? Yellow nose? Could that be a thing? Because it can't be the ponytail, the Cyclops eye, or the propeller. So I think maybe it's the yellow nose. So the one on the top requires, I'm going to say, tuft hair, sunglasses, or yellow nose. Let's see if that can describe our one. So tuft hair, sunglasses, or yellow nose. And then so far at the bottom, I don't have any of those. And then I don't have any more of those features, so theoretically all of these should be good to go on the bottom. We'll see if we get that. Did that actually work? That actually worked. I was not expecting that.
Oh my, you've done exceptionally well. Carry on, carry on.
Especially not after failing so badly at that first path. Okay, so I'm going to put success and try that strategy next time if I can. So unlike Zoombinis for the first two, then find a combination of them for the third. Alright. I wonder if that would work here too. So let's try completely different Zoombinis. Like this one.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Nope.
Oh, I can't let you in. Well, you're okay.
And then this one is completely unlike.
Well, why not?
It's gonna get sent back. No? Yes? Okay.
We must be selective about our clientele.
Okay, so maybe the strategy doesn't work as well here.
Don't be shy.
So this one has traits of both, so you'd think that would mean it could go here. Or maybe in the upper left.
Sorry, pal.
So let's try that.
Move it, Toots. One of the chosen few.
Okay, so let's guess roller skates on top, or is it sleepy eyes on top? Let's see if this will work. No? So green noses don't seem to matter. Let's try the sleepy eyes on top hypothesis. Nope.
What goes up must
Looks
roll
like it's
down.
roller skates on top. Okay, so
Welcome.
again, if they're diagonal, I tend to believe that that feature doesn't matter. So green noses don't matter. I'll just put doesn't matter. That's green nose, sleepy eyes, and that's all I know so far. So my hypothesis is top wants roller skates, or you can put it as the bottom one rejects roller skates. It's the same thing. And then the bottom wants inline skates, or however they are called. And then as for left and right, I really don't know. It could be by hair. So then left would be ponytail and tuft, and right would be shaggy and flat top. So let's see. Then this one should be able to go on the top left.
Kinda slow, ain't you? Do go in.
And then this one is the bottom right. Then this is the top left. No?
Nice try.
Top right.
You'll do.
Certainly.
Okay, so let's check the hypothesis. So the tuft doesn't matter because it's in the top right and the bottom left. Then the right, yeah, let's see. So far, all of the purple noses are going on the right. So I'll put right wants purple. And the Cyclops eyes have all gone on the right. Alright, then this guy should be on the bottom right. And then this one, bottom, he's got a blue nose and sunglasses. Actually, I don't know which side this one would go on. Well, this one has sunglasses, so maybe left is sunglasses. And left and right could be Cyclops and Sleepy Eyes. And left has the... No, Sleepy Eyes don't matter. Cyclops and then Wide Eyes have to go on the left. I'm making a little chart as I go along. So then this one, I don't know about this hair, but I believe roller skates go on top. And then they have wide eyes, so I think that means left.
Okay.
Wow, they don't go on top.
Away you go.
So that means that roller skates don't actually matter. So it's all about testing your hypotheses. So top and bottom weren't actually judging based on roller skates. And what were they judging? Not sure. And that means Cyclops eyes don't actually matter either. I really hope the top bottom pair and the left right pair don't overlap, or this is going to get really awkward. It could be blue noses on the left, or even blue noses on the bottom. And then hats on either the left or the bottom. So then what is dividing the top and the bottom ones? So all the ponytails have been on the top so far. So maybe ponytail is for top part. Flat top. It's hard to know whether something is being judged based on left, right, or top, bottom. And all the shaggy hair has been on the bottom so far. So in that case, this one has shaggy hair and sunglasses.
Not through here.
Not all doors are open to you.
Okay. Interesting. So sunglasses don't matter. So cross that out. All of the orange noses are showing up at the top. And that was my only spring, so maybe that's a top thing. Or that could also be a right side thing. Yeah, apparently sunglasses don't really matter. So I'm guessing shaggy hair on the right. He's got a spring though, but he has a blue nose.
Go ahead. Have a good time.
Okay, so that proves that springs are not an up-down thing. And blue noses are not a left-right thing. Okay, so springs, it looks like all springs go on the right. And as for top and bottom, I don't know. None of his features seem to really apply. So let's... I haven't tried any propeller feet yet.
Well, you're okay.
No.
Many try, few succeed.
I wish I knew how many guesses I had left, because I'm getting really nervous. I barely succeeded at the first one, and I don't want to lose that progress now. So springs are not a top-bottom thing, which we already knew. Sleepy eyes are not a top-bottom thing. They do all show... sleepy eyes don't matter. We knew that. We've known that for a while. The tuft hair doesn't matter. The purple noses all seem to be on the right. So the right side has springs. I think I'm pretty close to figuring it out, actually. Let's see, it could be shaggy hair. Flat tops and purple noses. It could be flat top, purple nose, and spring? Could that be a thing? No, that's not it. Let's see. Okay. So the left is the allergic one, and the right is requiring one of 3 features, which are some combination of the shaggy hair, the flat top hair, the purple nose, and the spring.
Hey, at least there's no fighting.
The shaggy hair is definitely a required thing on the right. And the purple nose is required on the right. So the other is the flat top or the spring. I think. And then as for top bottom, so we know Shaggy's on the right, so I'm assuming it can't be a top bottom trait. So this guy here, he doesn't have shaggy hair, a flat top, a purple nose, or spring feet, so he has to go on the left. And that is for top and bottom. I'm not actually sure. 'Cause I know his hair doesn't matter. Maybe the red nose will put him on the bottom.
Okay, by me.
No, 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 please don't. Please don't, please don't. No, 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 no. I get so anxious.
Sure.
Okay.
One of the chosen few.
Indeed. Alright, so the red nose doesn't matter. And the Cyclops bit doesn't matter. So what really matters there is him having feet. So the red nose doesn't matter. The Cyclops bit doesn't matter. He has feet and tuft hair. Now the top one doesn't require tuft hair. Otherwise, these guys here would be at the top. The top doesn't require cyclopses, or these will be at the top. It doesn't require a red nose. Feet could be one of the traits that the top needs. Potentially. But then what other two traits would connect everyone on the top? Which I'm not sure. I believe they might have to be different features altogether. And if they do have to be different features altogether, that means the trait that the right one is looking for is the spring.
We don't bite unless we're hungry.
If they're hungry, maybe we could bring them some pizza from the pizza pass. Okay. So if the top one, if feet are one of the things it accepts, then the others can't be motion types. We already know that roller skates and springs don't matter for up and down. So then what else is it accepting? It's not sleepy eyes, that's a requirement, or cyclops eyes, or sunglasses, or wide eyes. What about noses? Red. It could be feet, orange nose, because that's the only nose color that's not at the bottom. But then, okay, so eyes. No, it's definitely not by eyes. Because every eye type. Well, no, I don't have any with regular glasses. As for hair, the top clearly doesn't require certain hair. So the top one is the allergic one. Because there's not enough in common with all of the things. So if the top is allergic, then what is the bottom one looking for? All I've got so far is blue noses and hats. But what else could it be? So if it was hair, yeah, hats could be one of the required hairs. That's the only hair I believe that's not on the top. Yep. As for eyes, we've got wide eyes. That's the only eye type that's not on the top. Blue noses, maybe? Because that's not on the top. And then there's propeller feet, which I haven't even tried yet. So let's test the hypothesis. So this has a blue nose and wide eyes. So I'm pretty sure it goes on the bottom. And then it does not have shaggy hair, spring feet, or a purple nose, so it should go on the left. So bottom left for this one. Alright.
Enjoy yourself.
And then this one has... what do you have? Cyclops eye doesn't matter. I'm not sure. So it doesn't have shaggy hair, a purple nose, or a spring, so it needs to go on the left. It does not have a blue nose, a hat, or wide eyes, so I believe that goes on the top.
You saved them all.
Okay, I think I got it. More or less.
Glad you dropped in.
I wish I knew how many guesses I had left. Okay, so pizza pass.
Pizza for lunch and snack and dinner and dessert, baby, would satisfy me. Pizza time!
Okay, so I know I can do this as long as I do it smartly. So last time I figured the first thing to do is test the toppings that are not in the pit. Because we already know some information about the chocolate sauce, whipped cream, mushrooms, and pepperoni. But like we don't know anything about olives. So let's try those.
Something on that I don't like.
I'd appreciate more toppings.
Uh-oh, there's something on that I don't want.
Sorry, I'm just writing notes down from the last time. Okay, so she wanted olives, but more stuff. Let's try peppers.
Something must go.
Is that all I get?
Uh-oh.
All right. Pepperoni and mushrooms. We're gonna skip. Let's try the cheese.
More toppings!
Something's wrong.
Oh, something's wrong.
Let's try the cherry.
More toppings.
There's something there I won't eat.
Something's wrong.
Interesting. So olives and so that means that what he is looking for is something that's in the pit. But we don't know which of these it is because they're all tried in combination with other things, which makes it really difficult. So let's just try one of them.
Something on that I don't like.
More toppings.
Oh, she
Something
wanted
on
that.
that's not good for me.
So we know that she does not want chocolate sauce. Because otherwise she would have put this on her rock, and they never do that. So maybe he wants chocolate sauce, and that's like his only thing. And we have to remember, if she covers this up, like she won't want this,
Come
but
on.
oh,
More stuff.
he wanted it.
That topping? Not for me, thanks.
Gee, I wasn't expecting that one.
Okay, so Arno, he might want pepperoni or mushrooms, but he won't want both of them.
Something must go.
That topping? No.
Thank you.
Oh, that's all he wanted. Yay! Alright, let's try the mushrooms just to be safe. Because Arno might want it. Let's see, Willa, we know, does not like pepperoni. Sorry. No, I was going to test mushrooms. Do you know anything about them and mushrooms? So the mushrooms so far have either been served with pepperoni, which he likes, or with chocolate sauce, which he likes. So actually, we should have this guy's pizza. And I'm going to be daring and see if we can figure it out. So we know he doesn't like olives or peppers. We know he likes cheese, cherry, and chocolate sauce. He doesn't like whipped cream. Doesn't like olives or peppers. So the real question is, and he won't like pepperoni. So the real question is, does he like mushrooms? And then in the reject pit, mushrooms have been combined with pepperoni, but they've also been combined with chocolate sauce. And he didn't like mushrooms with chocolate sauce. So this should be his pizza. There we go.
Thank you.
Okay, and then let's try her pizza. So she likes olives, peppers, and whipped cream. But what else? Not a cherry, not chocolate, not cheese, not pepperoni. The real question is, does she like mushrooms? No one else has so far. So mushrooms have been combined with chocolate, which she doesn't like. They've also been combined with pepperoni, which she doesn't like. So we don't actually know if she likes mushrooms or not. So she might like this one, but if she rejects it, then she wants the same thing but with mushrooms.
More.
Oh, that was my one warning. So we want whipped cream, peppers, olives, and mushrooms.
Now that's more like it.
Finally.
Have a pizza!
You've done quite well.
Whew. That was tough.
Shelter Rock, a quiet oasis for Zoombinis to explore, wait for friends, and catch up on gossip.
Sure. Well, let's see. So these guys just got here. I'll have to take them out and put them away for now. They've had a long, stressful trip. And they're tired of it. They were sure they would not all make it. I was sure of that. But they did. Who knows if we can repeat that success, but today we did. So let's go and visit Zoombiniville, because there should be something new there. Oh! That sort of scared me at first, but there's a statue here. This monument was made to honor the Zoombinis who outsmarted sneezing glyphs, conquered crusty cave guards, and placated picky pizza trolls without hearing yuck when traveling was very, very hard, October 6, 2023. So there you go. We finally defeated very, very hard on the first path. Obviously, we didn't do it for the mountain path yet. So we'll need to practice that a few more times, but it gives me hope that I just need to practice them a little bit. And for Bubble Wonder Abyss to, like, think about things before I start sending them through. But yay! That was an interesting video, and hopefully it was interesting to watch. And we are slowly making our way. Once we get, like, halfway and we see more Zoombinis at Zoombinisville than left behind, that'll probably feel pretty good. And I've got some Zoombinis at Shade Tree and Shelter Rock, so we'll see where we pick up from next time. But that is it for now, so thanks for watching and see you next time.